Hey everyone, my name is MJ and I help goddesses align to their soul. And today we're going to talk about what it feels like to be going through or having had a spiritual awakening. So, the first thing that I recognized when I went through a spiritual awakening, which by the way can happen pretty often. It doesn't have to happen just once. For me, it happened progressively. I had multiple occasions where I was like, whoa, my life is totally different because of a realization or a situation that threw me into an ego death or a dark night of the soul, which is what I'm going to talk about in a different video, which will be titled All the Ways That a Spiritual Awakening Can Happen. But this is what a spiritual awakening will typically feel like. You'll likely experience a recognition of something being super painful, almost as if something is dying, which is an ego death. So something is dying, and that's why you'll maybe go through a very painful period where you just feel really sad and depressed, and your mind takes completely over you, and there's really no use in explaining it to people because it feels like nobody understands you. At least that's what I went through. And something that I had to recognize quickly is that when you up level spiritually and start to align more to your soul and to your consciousness, which is your soul, you stop being able to relate to people in your life most of the time, especially if they're also or not also up leveling in their life. So I want to let you know that it's totally okay and super normal if you encounter that sort of issue or situation where you start to get really, really sad. It's hard to explain it to people, and then you feel different, and then you don't really relate to anybody anymore. There are a lot of moments on the spiritual journey that at the beginning feel very lonely and isolating. And then you start to shift closer to and align more to your soul, so it becomes more enjoyable to be by yourself. Instead of feeling lonely, you just feel peaceful by yourself. So that's something to look forward to. Sorry, my dogs are doing some crazy stuff right now. And the second thing that you'll start to notice during a spiritual awakening is signs and synchronicities. So when you, sorry, there's a little distraction. So the second thing that you will notice when you're going through a spiritual awakening is signs and synchronicities. So synchronicities are typically messages or numbers, repeating number patterns that you'll see over and over and over again. Sometimes people will see like pregnant women over and over and over again. There are also ways for you to directly communicate with the universe using different signs that are unique to you. Like for instance, me, I have the sign of a dragonfly to signal that something is manifesting specifically in my more intimate life. And I also notice a lot of pregnant people when I'm about to kind of manifest something into my life. And that's typically, that goes along with the spiritual awakening. So signs and synchronicities. And then Also, you'll start to notice that everything around you becomes easier after you start to kind of stop, or the pain of like the ego deaths kind of starts to stop. Like once you get comfortable, you'll notice that situations start to work out for you, and you really start to tap into your manifesting powers. So that is just a byproduct that happens when you really take your spiritual awakening seriously. And those are the three main feelings that you'll notice. At least that's what I noticed during my spiritual awakening. I had many instances where this happened, but I'm going to go over the different ways in which a spiritual awakening can occur in a different video. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and share this with anybody who may or may not need the information. I know that it's all very esoteric for some of you who are watching this video, but I hope to make more, and just let me know if you like it.